Good morning. How are you today? Happy Sabbath. Sorry. Shabbat Shalom. To my Muslim brothers, I wish you a Juma Mubarak. No matter what day you're listening to us today, it is the Sabbath. Peace among you all. We're all one big family. The Torah was written for the Jews, for those who seek to know God personally. But it was also encrypted so that the common man has no hope to understand it without a very wise guide. And how to judge the wisdom of your guide. The New Testament was written as a guide for the common man, plain and simple. The 600 rules that nobody can possibly follow, simplified down to 2. Love the Lord thy God with all your heart, mind, and soul. And the second is likened to. Love your neighbor as thyself. We are all equal below God. That's what Jesus was trying to say. We are all worthy of love. And Jesus knew it. Even though we don't feel worthy, Jesus saw that we try. Or would try, eventually. He died for us on that cross. Of his own will, to prove that love for us. He suffered immensely. Could have stopped it at any point. Could have just said, I'm not the Messiah. Stop hurting me. And they would have. They might have killed him, but it would have been quicker and far less painful. No, he chose to go through that suffering, to be remembered for the rest of time as loving all of us, as brothers and sisters in one great family, adopted under him. Whether you're Indian or Chinese or African, even American. I love my American brothers, I'm just kidding. God welcomes you and loves you. Made you unique for a reason. You have a purpose. Hang in there. It's almost over. I know it's rough. It's been rough for me too. I went through a long time without faith, and there is no rougher life than without faith. But Jesus found me, showed me more than I could possibly tell, and answered my every question. Now, I was a Thomas. I needed to prove, and I got it. Now I'm confessing it's the Judas I was. We've all had troubled pasts. God has a habit of using the worst of us for his own plans. Just a little inside joke to those who choose to follow the wrong paths. They all lead back to the right ones eventually. You might want to save the suffering. You certainly don't want to repeat my path. But I'm here now, the stronger for it, the wiser for it. And I challenge any of you with questions. Bring them to me. I may not answer them to your satisfaction. Proof, unfortunately, removes free will. If you knew there was a God, what would you do? Well, knowing who God is, you'd worship him. But little else. You wouldn't make poetry. You wouldn't make art. You'd just enjoy a garden eating fruit. It was almost perfect. But it did need to go on too. If they had only just waited a little longer, God would have told them to eat the fruit. But the whole point in the tree was that they had to break through. We're explorers. We're made to push every boundary, sometimes to disastrous results. But we never would have found anything new if we didn't. There's a whole universe out there of possibilities. Don't ever listen to someone say, it's impossible. God makes all things possible.